Here with Crestwood Red Devils, James Durham, Dekota Johnson, and Augie Schweickert. How you guys doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing very well.
Doing pretty good.
Just talk about any work you've put in the off season and how preseason's going for you guys so far.
The preseason doing pretty well. We have a lot of guys that are putting in work. As far as practice, I think we've been doing really well. We've been working really hard.
Yeah, I think especially on the defensive side of the ball, which we really preach on, we've looked really good so far. That's where we take a lot of pride in, and that's where we're putting a lot of work in. And been super proud of everyone for the effort we've done for 2 weeks and how we've looked so far.
Yeah, practice, just competing, being nonstop, everything we do against time, against each other, we're just fighting hard against each other.
All right, so coming off a 19-4 season last year, what do you think it's going to take? I know you lost some guys. What's it going to take for you guys to build off last year and do as good or even better this season?
We did lose Charlie, one of the best shooters that has gone through Crestwood, so that's going to be crucial. But we got Steve Lincoln coming in. He's a hell of a shooter as well. But we do have a tougher schedule coming in, so I think we will be better as a team outside of our record. Our record might not say because of the tougher teams, but I think we have a lot of potential this year.
And I think what it's going to take to do that is just staying together. I think that's what makes us such a great team, and that's what made us 19-4 last year, was how hard we play for each other. I think I can speak for everyone. I would run through a brick wall for every guy in the gym right now. And I think that's what makes us such a great team, is how close we are. And when we stay connected and we're playing for each other, we're a pretty tough team to beat. And if we stay like that all season, we'll be tough down the stretch.
Yeah, like Augie said, we're really close, all great friends, and then just guys stepping up, playing bigger roles, and fighting.
All right, so how about goals for either yourself personally or as a team? Anything you guys set or have in mind for this year?
Yeah. The biggest goal is state championship, but outside of that, we got districts. That's our main goal. We really want to get the districts this year, and then win the CBC again, and then that's pretty much it.
Yeah, exactly what Dekota said. That was our goal. Is building off last year. I think we all have a little bit of a sour taste in our mouth from how last season ended, as great of a season as it was, and we're not satisfied with that. And, going into our senior year, our last chance, we're ready to fight to make a real big playoff push, which is what our goal is, to go as far as we can in the tournament this year.
Yeah, like they said, winning the CBC again, obviously, and then really won a district title.
All right, and then finally, you three being seniors, what are you most looking forward to about your senior season here at Crestwood?
I guess just hanging out. I mean, basketball season, I look forward to it every year. All 4 years I've been here, it's the best time I've ever had. Even when didn't even win a game my freshman year, and I still had so much fun. And then last year, winning nearly every game, it was a blast. So I'm just looking forward to be around everybody playing basketball.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm looking forward to just enjoying every moment. It's hard to believe we're 2 weeks away from our first game already. So it goes by quick. And I'm just looking forward to enjoying it with these guys who we've played since youth together. And just enjoying that and taking it all in and not taking any moment for granted.
Yeah, like they said, just having fun with it. Last time to do it, so make the most out of it.
All right, appreciate the time and best of luck this season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'm here with Crestwood coach Josh Jakacki. Josh, how you doing?
Well, thank you. Appreciate you coming out tonight.
Appreciate it. No problem. I'll just talk about the work you guys have put in this off season and the preseason so far and how everything's going for you.
Well, I think if you look at the balance, you look at the overall talent that we have. The kids really were left with an unsatisfied taste last year. They felt like we gave a game away. We bowed out a little bit too early in the tournament, so they really put their heads, to the grindstone and really worked really hard from a fundamental standpoint, from a skill standpoint, and did some things that were uncomfortable. And hopefully, we put ourselves in a position through those workouts, through the the weight room and the skill stuff that we're going to be a little bit more battle tested, and if nothing else, it's just a sense of us being together and doing those things, and pulling together when it's not as easy, when guys are doing they want to do other things, they want to be on their phones, they wanted, it became a situation where the guys really pulled together and rallied and wanted to do something collectively that's continued with the we over me theme that we really focus on.
All right, coming off that 19-win season, you lost a couple of key players, and Charlie obviously was a big part of your offense last year. What's it going to take for this group to excel and do as good or better this season?
Well, I think if you look at the overall picture of our team, we've got 8-9 guys that we feel are varsity basketball players. Certainly, we return a guy like Dekota, who could be our all-time leading scorer. Brody comes back a year better. James Durham is a year more solid in the post. And but if you look at what we're looking to do, you don't want to look at one guy being missing that's missed or whatnot. But we have a bevy of guys that can put the ball in the basket. Where hopefully we don't have to rely on the other guys to carry the scoring load like we have in the past. We want to distribute the ball a little bit differently. We want to play with a little bit of pace, as you saw. We want to share the rock, but we also want to take advantage of opportunities that present themselves. And having Dekota in our back pocket as a closer is certainly a nice feeling to know that he's back with us for another year, and a guy that we're going to count on. But losing Charlie and Ty and some of those other guys hurts. But we feel like with the work they put in and the guys that we have replacing them, that we shouldn't be too much of a drop off.
All right, so you talked about Dekota. Obviously, he's one of the premier scorers in probably Northeast Ohio
Right.
at this point. But who are some of the other guys that we can look at stepping up this year to contribute?
I think it's pretty clear to say James Durham's had a really big offseason. A 6'5" post kid who plays like a guard, but is going to play in the interior for us. Getting Angelo DiNardo back is a 6'4" kid, almost 6'5", that missed the entire season last year with a shoulder injury. He's playing himself into a really, really nice role. Stephen Lincoln is our Charlie Schweickert of sorts, can really stroke it from deep, really is understanding what his strengths are, but also has the ability to stretch the floor and use his quickness from his depth to get the ball to the basket and do some things that are necessary to continue the flow of the basketball. Brody had a phenomenal freshman year, a kid who we think's the world of and is one of the better point guards in the area. Augie Schweickert, 3-year guy, doesn't do anything to hurt us. Just does everything right. I don't know that he's actually scored in our first 2 scrimmages, but arguably been one of the best players on the floor. Bryce Gill, another kid that just understands the scheme, understands his role. Jake Ironman, another guy that these guys aren't trying to do too much; they're just trying to play within themselves, and they understand who the guys are. But when you're taking pieces and fitting them together, they're part of the big picture. So big picture, they all need to be dialed in. They all need to be ready at a moment's notice. And we feel real confident in where we're at, but certainly know that we have a long way to go.
All right, so with all that being said, in your mind, what's the ultimate goal for the Red Devils this season?
1% better every day. I know it's kind of cliche, but we really focus on making sure that we understand what we need to do to win the day. And that may be different from day to day, but the kids have to continue to grow and be coachable and take hard coaching. I feel really confident in the group. I think our staff has got the guys ready, but we're still a work in progress like everybody else on November 15th or 18th, whatever it is. The season's a marathon. We're not really looking forward to saying, hey, we have a goal of going 18, 19, 20 wins. Our goal is to get to the district title game. And whatever we have to do to get there, we're gonna do that. So that's our focus, that's our goal, and whatever other check marks we hit along the way, great. But I think based on the talent that we have and where we're at, that's got to be the focus, and they're all about it. So everyone's on a train, everyone's all in, and we're really looking forward to what the season holds.
All right, I appreciate your time and best of luck this season.
Appreciate it. Thanks for coming out.